MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cubs. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Jose Quintana gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He will lead this one off today. Pulled toward right center field. Happ is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
At the plate, Jose Osuna. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Dan, Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So now to the plate, Josh Bell. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go out.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. 1-2. Here it is. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Happ brings it in, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Rose. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in there, base hit. Long throw to third. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 9.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. To the plate now, Colin Moran. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Bell on third. Newman on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Pirates 1 and the Cubs nothing. Joe Musgrove is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
A runner at first with no outs here. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So stepping in, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the 1-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Here now the 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
In now, Jason Hayward. The bouncer to the left side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. There's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-1 Chicago. Settling in now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting it, the catcher,
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's just 1 for 6. Skied into very shallow right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. They still trail it here 3-1. The next Cub up, Ian Happ. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hard hit ball to short. Newman brings it in. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting it, the first baseman, Victor Caratini.
Ready now, Victor Caratini. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Fastball called strike 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to put it away, and tagging is the runner from first. The relay. Throw into second, not in time. He took a chance tagging up, but made it pay off.
Number 44, designated hitter.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Kris Bryant would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We've played 2 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates 1. So here's Adam Frazier. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-1 home.
That's in. Ball 2.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Riding in, Ryan Reynolds. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. There's Baez. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batter.
Stepping up now, Jose Osuna. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Drives it out to deep right center field. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
At the plate now, Josh Bell. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
3-2, full count.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding in once again, Kris Bryant. He drew a walk his first time up. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And to score is the runner from first. It's 6-1.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy in the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Stephen Brault is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. So now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. 2-1. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Popped him up. Stallings is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. The 1-2. On a rope to the second baseman. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The first baseman, number 7.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Reynolds has it for out number 3. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front, 6-1. Now at the plate, Kevin Newman. He singled his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Schwarber arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Colin Moran. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The third baseman.
Standing in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The catcher.
Now at the plate, Jacob Stallings. He flew out in his last at-bat. 2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. That's in the basket, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
At the plate, Guillermo Heredia. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble, 3-1.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
The second baseman.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Pirates 3. Into the box, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
In there, and it's full 3-2. And right into the shift. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Anthony Rizzo.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Anthony Rizzo. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, How frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Runner goes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. The relay.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
The 1-1. A strike 2 swinging.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Skied into straightaway right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And a relay home. Safe at the plate as they tack on one more to make it 7-3 now. Man at second here with 2 away. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 7 runs, just 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Still 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Payoff pitch one more time. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a... Ready for another shot now. Brian Reynolds. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
The right fielder, Jose Osuna.
Stepping in now, Jose Osuna. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Nobody out, runner on first. On the ground to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put...
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Into the box, Josh Bell. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And this one's in the dirt. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do as the bases are loaded now with...
Now batting, number 27.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll do it for Jose Quintana.
Alvarez.
So the line score will show he departs after just 4 innings of work, and you know they wanted more out of him than this, as he won't even stand to be the winning pitcher here.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Hey, it often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
On to first to complete the double play.
The third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Hops this one up. Hayward coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And not in time, as he just crosses the plate in time.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 3 runs already home here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to the Pirates catcher. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Pirates 6. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. The 1-1. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Into the box now, Ian Happ, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Popped him up. Newman over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 7.
So coming to the plate, Victor Caratini. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Albert Almora will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Now running at first for the Cubs. Number 5, Albert Almora.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats.
Now
He said they're
playing
doing a
first
really good job of hitting off the
5,
fastball today.
Albert
So far, 6 of their hits have come off the hard stuff, so it seems like they're certainly timing those pitches well. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Striding into the box, Adam Frazier. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
I got 2-1.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Hard hit toward the hole. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close.
The left fielder, number 10.
Now at the plate, Ryan Reynolds. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 1-1. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Pirates leave 1. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 2-1. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. In now, Chris Bryant tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Kyle Schwarber will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. His 2nd home run of the game as they open up a 4-run lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Robbie Erlin will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Robbie Erlin.
So now to the plate, Javier Baez. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
2-2 is a changeup that misses, 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. In now, Jason Hayward. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A little bit outside. 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catch.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Spinning a throw back to second. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters.
The catcher, number 40.
Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Line towards center field. Heredia is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Pirates 6. Brad Week is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Josh Bell. A hit in 2 tries so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate now, Kevin Newman. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The first baseman.
Digging in, Colin Moran. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into it.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates as the lead holds at 10-6. Last half of the and that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. So here's Albert Almora next. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel. Too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Hernan Perez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. He'll try it again, 3-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Payoff pitch on its way. And, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. Cubs strand one as the lead holds at 10-6.
Your attention, please. This game's defensively.
Dylan Maples will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. Stepping into the box, Ke'Bryan Hayes, coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up. In the air to straightaway right. Hayward on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jacob Stallings. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses ball 2. This is popped up. Bryant moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Guillermo Heredia, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far, and he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates as the lead holds at 10-6. Michael Feliz will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
45. Michael Feliz.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him. He comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
He loses him on ball 4. And that brings up Javi Baez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. David Bodie will come on now and pinch run here. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To Frazier at the bag, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So striding in, Jason Hayward. He was hunched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Baez breaks from first. Pitches high, the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on the show. Right after.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Rowan Wick comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Bodie now pitching for the Cubs.
set to start the ninth in this one. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Frazier. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
2-2 to Adam Frazier. Hit hard towards center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
That's
Brian Reynolds.
Into the box now, Brian Reynolds. Drilled to the right side, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next to the Pirates.
all you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Now.
Josh Bell the next to hit.
Josh Bell.
Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 46. Craig.
Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. At the plate, Kevin Newman. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 1-2 now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. Yes, he can. A swing and a miss, and that's a big out, number 1.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. The Cubbies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Adbert Alzolay gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Joe Musgrove struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Craig Kimbrell earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian.